From New York City, it's season 6 of The Wendy Williams Show. Today, lies, drugs, and alcohol. Thicke confesses the real reason Paula Patton left him. Then, Wendy's talking more hot topics with sexy silver fox Anderson Cooper. And we've got all of the best fashion trends for the fall.
Cold weather, hot looks.
Now, here's Wendy.
My studio audience. I need a seat very quickly. Just come with me. Look, Martha Stewart, everybody, is slamming Gwyneth Paltrow, and Khloe Kardashian has dumped French Montana. I'm about to fall off my shoes, so I need to sit down. And I'm gonna break down what happened last night on Dancing with the Stars. Let's get started. It's time for... Yes. You know, Suzanne, sometimes you gotta know when it's time to sit down because the heels aren't working.
Yup.
Suzanne doesn't wear heels. She only wears flats.
Only flats.
Only all the time. You can't even wear a wedge sneaker, can you?
No, I have a bad foot.
That's what she says. All right, so did you watch Dancing with the Stars last night? Yeah. Well, I said that I wasn't going to watch because I didn't know any of the people dancing. I mean, we know a lot of the people, like Carlton. I know my friend Tavis Smiley and stuff, but I don't know who Bethany the blogger is and these people, so I wasn't going to watch. But all of a sudden, I was reminded this morning that it was on and it was good. It's season 19. The man to beat, they say, is Carlton Banks, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's cousin. Now, but I must remind you that Dancing with the Stars is notorious for putting people on who already know how to dance. And remember, he was the tap dance kid. So of course Alphonse Ribeiro knows how to dance. He got the highest score, and I predict he will probably win. I don't know who his dancing pro is. Then there's the Olympian Lolo Jones. Are you familiar with Lolo? Do you remember several seasons ago, she came to visit us on our show. She's a skier, a skateboarder. What does she do? Oh, she's a hurdler. Anyway, look, listen, she had a rough start. She's not very good at moving her body. But then we found out why. She's a 32-year-old virgin. That body has never moved. And the shiny man with her, by the way, is the first black dance pro ever on Dancing with the Stars. So, yeah. Back to being a 32-year-old virgin. At what point does that become a turnoff, like there might be a problem? I mean, applaud if you think it's fine. 32-year-old virgin, applaud, go. Okay. Exactly, I'm with you. Like, really? Like, 22 is cute. 32 is a problem. And she's so pretty, you know? She's a very pretty girl and really talented, and she keeps her body all nice and fit, all that, and a virgin. Anyway, then there was Betsy Johnson, our friend. One of the best designers ever, 72 years old, and I have to tell you, she doesn't... she tripped on her feather boa, and the whole dance went from there. Oh, Tony Dovolani. My Tony is always getting the dancers with 2 left feet. However, you want to know what? You know, she doesn't move like a 72-year-old. She got the lowest score. She probably will be the first one to go home. But I have to say, for 72 years old, she has the spirit of a 12-year-old. And I mean that in a good way. She's a great businesswoman. And that split that she does with the cartwheel, to me, never gets old. It never gets old. Tony, what are you wearing, by the way? All right, let's move along, everyone, because we finally, okay. I'm doing this story for you. I'm not doing it for me. You know, I tell you every once in a while, there's stories that I do that my heart is not in it, but I do it because you might be curious, so why should I deprive you? So we might know, finally, the reason that Robin Thicke and Paula Patton split. Robin says that Paula left him because of his drugs and alcohol abuse. He left out the cheating, allegedly. He said that he used to wake up in the morning. He's only been sober, by the way, for 2 months. It's a little too early to be talking, you know what I mean? I mean, coming from a place of addiction, you know, you give it 2 years, then you talk. Anyway, he wakes up in the morning, he said, and he would pop a Vicodin. I didn't know what that does to you, but people around here told me, people around here have told me it makes you feel like you've been smoking good weed or something, like it makes you feel real lethargic. And then he'd fill a water bottle with vodka and he'd be sipping on that all day. And so that's what he says is the reasoning for Paula leaving him. The reason that I don't care is because like, his personal life is in tatters. You know, he's still talking and nobody's bought his music. I think that he's a very nice looking man. I think he's good for race relations. I like Robin Thicke. I think Robin Thicke, he's a, you know? And he's nice and tall, which is very, very rare with these famous men. You know, they're all very small. He's nice and tall, and he has a good, deep speaking voice, and he's very, very talented. But I don't care whether he was cheating or being an addict. I think he needs to go away, he, Paula, and their son, for like 2 years. And by the time he comes back, he'll still be young enough to still be doing it, you know? And we might care, but for right now, nobody... Bye, Robin. The following story I've been salivating at the mouth to tell you. Now look. Martha Stewart is slamming Gwyneth Paltrow. Have you heard about this? A couple of people have? Well, come closer to the TV, I'll break it down. Martha is as catty as a schoolgirl. Martha doesn't approve of Gwyneth's attempt on being a lifestyle expert like she is. Okay, well, when talking about Gwyneth Paltrow, here's what Martha said. Martha, you are very small-minded to be so accomplished. And I can't believe I'm sticking up for Gwyneth Paltrow. Listen, she goes, this is Martha talking about Gwyneth. She goes, she just needs to be quiet. She's a movie star. If she were confident in her acting, she wouldn't be trying to be Martha Stewart. That's some white shade for you. Martha Stewart from Nutley, New Jersey. I do believe you started out being a model. Then all of a sudden you started this cooking and catering and stuff. And I do believe, haven't you done some acting as well, Martha? And aren't you a little too long in the tooth to let people see you sweat like that? I'm talking about age. She's 73 years old. At 73 years old, I would hope I wouldn't be that damn catty to, you know, a 40-year-old woman. You know what I'm saying? I would just hope. And furthermore, Martha is worth like $350 million, and Gwyneth is worth $60 million. Now, after a certain level, $1 million is $1 million. Gwyneth has 2 million Twitter followers, whereas Martha has 2.9. So Martha, you're really winning, but you're talking like you're losing. And it's, Martha, didn't you try to become a talk show host at one point? Well, I don't know where you got your talk show training, but I got mine by graduating from school and studying this. But I'm not hating on people who aren't formally trained in talkology if they want to sit and talk. I'm just a little shocked. Do you know what I mean? I would think that Martha, I would think that she'd be, you know, that's kitchen table talk. That's what she does when she's around her friends, and then you hate on younger people or, you know, people in general. All right, so yesterday we ran out of time for the hot topics. I wanted to talk with you about Khloe and French. They broke up. Yeah. No. But they went the distance, 8 months. They were together for 8 months. That's longer than I thought that they would be together. I would think that a guy like French Montana, and he's cute enough, and you know, he's got his music and stuff, but he's like a 1 week drive-by. on account of he's still married and stepped out on his wife with my friend Trina, the rapper in Miami, and then ditched Trina for Khloe, and Trina had to read the blogs to find out that these two were together. So how a guy treats a woman should be the cautionary tale. It might be, you know, nice, you know, sex for 1 week, but he's not a keeper. So, but reportedly, she broke up with him because she says that she's still dealing with emotional issues because she's not over Lamar. I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming. But if that's the case, then, you know, I hope that she figures out what she wants to do. Lamar's not signing the divorce papers still. You know, Khloe is still married. Oh. Hello? They obviously don't realize that he allegedly cheated on her wildly and has substance issues. Two of the worst things to break a marriage, but they're clapping. Anyway, she's a Kardashian. They're both still married, French and Khloe. And you know what? I've been saying this all along. He's using her, and I guess she gets a usation out of him. And her use is that she needed a plot line when they went out there and do the Hamptons. You know, so she needed a plot line running around with French Montana. She eventually not just ran around the Hamptons with him, but you know, she followed him around the world while he was touring during these 8 months. You know, they were always up under each other. You read stuff, you see stuff. And he got money as being a part of that Kardashian show, which comes out in November. So they're broken up now, but his life will live on in November, just in time for his new album to come out in November. I think that he wins bigger than she wins in this particular case. As a matter of fact, I think in some respects, she might have lost some admirers because there are a lot of people who look at Khloe as being their favorite Kardashian, but people were very uneasy about her running around with the Moroccan rapper, French Montana. You know, people just kind of looked at that like, ew. But, you know, the thing about French is that people, you know, many people did know him because he's a very popular rapper, but many people had no idea who he was, nor would he have been written up in the Star magazine or the Life and Style magazine or the People magazine. And so he got all this publicity just by dating this girl. I say, for right now, French is winning. And Khloe. And she, you know, one more note. She tried to put it out there that he was needy. But I don't picture him being needy. You know what I picture him? I need you to come here because he knows he's gonna be going out into the public eye and he wants that Kardashian shine. I don't picture him falling in love and being needy with her, not like that. This is a clear, Stevie Wonder could see this was a use. By the way, are you gonna give back the Jeep that he got you after only dating you for 3 months? If you don't want to give it back, you can always give it to Cars for Kids or something. You know, 1-800 Cars for Kids. So clearly, Khloe is still on the path to find the perfect black man. I'm going to show you her. Look, I'm going to show you her post-breakup look. Go ahead. Hello, Keisha. Can you come over and braid my hair up? She's got a nice hairline, though, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody with the widow's peak. I love that. I love that. So, one of the other big stories of the summer, Future and Ciara are no longer together. Now, come on now. Who are you people who actually thought this was going to last? The difficult thing about doing Hot Topics is I actually do like quite a few celebrities, but I feel as though it's my duty to talk, and I'm trying to choose my words carefully. You know Ciara's been to our show many times. I love her dearly. But Ciara, we're about to talk about you. Oh, wait, she's probably not watching because she's with a Kanye West friend. Where are they? In Madrid. Yeah. The baby's only 4 months old, but I guess Ciara needed a break. Ciara dumped Future after she caught him cheating. Now, Future's been here, allegedly cheating. Future's been here, he's a very nice man, but Future is not a keeper. Ladies, when a man's got 4 kids with 4 babies' mothers, what part of you do you think is possibly going to change his spots? Oh, I know, because you're gorgeous, right? If you look at all the babies' mothers, Ciara is the most attractive of all of them. That's the problem with you pretty girls. You always think that you're pretty is gonna be able to slay the dragons. No, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna get all up in Ciara's bedroom, but I bet you she knows some hella tricks. She's very, very flexible. You see her dance and she knows how to do that Matrix thing where she leans her back. So between being pretty and knowing tricks, I guess she thought she'd be the one to... Ciara, you're still young enough that you're learning life's lessons. Let this be a lesson to you. Now, it's being alleged that she does want to get back together with him for the purpose of having, you know, Future Senior in the house with Future Junior. But how many people have grown up without their fathers in the house? And sometimes you turn out just fine. I mean, I would rather raise my children by myself than have to deal with some man that is just sufferable, you know? Anyway, Future hasn't been seen on Ciara's Instagram, by the way, in 94 days. That's how you know it's over. What was the song of the summer? Fancy, of course! My people. That's right. Oh, that little Iggy Azalea. She's from Australia. Do you know that her parents released her to the world when she was 16 years old? She took a trip to America with her friends and decided she didn't want to come back, and her people were like, well, fine. Make something of yourself. So she has like a little history of, you know, a little unsavory activities, you know, like that. But she's gotten it together. Her song is the song of the summer, and now she's a part of one of those sex tape scandals that people say that she's not attractive. I think that she's attractive. She's got an interesting look, and her song is big. You know, I know that there's some people in the rap community that might have a little problem with the color of her skin, and, you know, because I guess rapping is a black thing. Anyway, and also that she's not from our country, but I like her. I like her. Anyway, she allegedly made a sex tape with the following man. His name is Hefe Wine. He says he's 39 years old. That's what he says. Anyway, this Iggy Azalea is, how old is she? 23, 4? She's 24 years old. Her lawyer is saying that if this tape is released, they'll sue. Now, this tape, they say, could have been as far back as when she was underage, in which case, this man is gonna be in a lot of trouble. Well, the man is saying that, Hefe, he's saying that he had Iggy sign some papers back in the day saying that any music videos that she does, that he has the rights to. So what the streets are saying now is that this guy, Jefe, is gonna lay some music underneath the sex tape and put it on the web like it's a video. Now see, this would be Iggy Azalea before the butt action. Iggy, I hear you. Look, here's her butt before, okay? Now you think I have a struggle booty. This is a struggle. This is her in 2013. Now here's the new and improved Iggy. She says it's natural. You can get that butt by doing squats. Anyway, Iggy, nobody probably cares about this particular sex tape, so you don't have to worry. People would care about the butt situation sex tape. And good luck to you in your career, Iggy Azalea. Keep clapping, everybody. More great shows for you. CNN's Anderson Cooper is here. I love me some Anderson. He's so smart and easy on the eyes. And he's gonna break down some of the latest hot topics. Plus, we're gonna show you the hottest fall fashion trends. But up next, everybody, it's time for everyone's favorite celebrity lookalike. Keep it here. Everybody, it's time for celebrity lookalikes. The first one of the season. I love this. Okay, our first celebrity lookalike comes from Wendy watcher Wendy B, who watches our show on WZDX in Hillsborough, Tennessee. Wendy thinks that her friend Darius looks like Future, the rapper. We were just talking about you, Future. All right, let's take a look at Darius. Wait, no, the real Future. That's the real Future. And let's take a look at Darius. Yeah. Yeah, I do, yeah. That's a good one, right, you guys? Our next celebrity lookalike comes from Lakeisha T, who watches The Wendy Show on KUTV in Orem, Utah, home of the Crow. Lakeisha thinks that she looks like Amanda Bynes. Let's take a look at the real Amanda and take a look at Lakeisha. Yes. That's another good one. Okay, our next celebrity lookalike comes from Shadell F, who watches The Wendy Show on WXXA in Rensselaer, New York. Shadell says that her father, Phil, looks like Randy Jackson. Well, here's the real Randy Jackson. And let's take a look at Phil. Not necessarily to me a celebrity lookalike, but you look like you're from the same tribe as Randy, you know? Yeah. All right, look. Our next celebrity lookalike comes from Asa F, who watches The Wendy Show here in New York on WNYW. Asa thinks that she looks like Selma Hayek. Well, here's the real Selma Hayek. And let's take a look at Asa. Same tribe, yeah. Our last celebrity lookalike is from Evan P, who watches our show in Cincinnati on EKRC TV. And Evan says that everyone tells him that he looks like John Legend. All right. John Legend is the most celebrity lookalike person that we ever get on the show. Like, so much John. So here's the real John Legend. And here's Evan. Pretty good. It's a pretty good one. If you or somebody that you know looks like a celebrity, come on and play with us. Go to wendyshow.com. Up next, everybody, the Silver Fox, Anderson Cooper, is here. night, you can catch our first guest reporting on all the stories in the world. I love this man. His name is Anderson Cooper. Please welcome to our show. The Silver Fox.
How you been?
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
I like your outfit.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Are you a fashionista?
I'm not a fashionista. I hate shopping. I feel, honestly, whenever I go to a store, I think they think I'm stealing something. I don't know. Since I've been a little kid, I've had this idea. And I literally will sort of take a few things off the rack and be like, I'm bringing 2 items into the room where I'm going to, I don't know why I think that they think I'm stealing something. It's crazy.
Now, during
oh my God.
Yeah, he is hot. During Hot Topics, we were talking about Martha Stewart.
What's up with Martha Stewart doing that?
I don't know.
Martha Stewart has, what, $350 million? Why does she need to be attacking Gwyneth Paltrow?
Exactly.
I don't get it. My mom has a saying, which is, be kind because everybody you meet is fighting a great battle. And I think there's something to that.
There is something
and I think
to that.
Yeah. And I think if you got $350 million, you can afford to be kind.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
His mom, if you're not familiar, is the lovely
my mom,
Gloria Vanderbilt.
Yeah. By the way, how do I get that Iggy Azalea butt? Because I've been going to the gym for a long time, working it out, and it's not working out.
You step up your squat game?
Yes. I don't know how many squats one has to do to get that, but...
So now you grew up in privilege and you grew up very fortunate.
I did.
Financially speaking. But I heard that your mother is not leaving you a thing.
Yeah, I from the time I was little, my mom made very clear to me that, you know, she would help pay for my college and stuff like that. But once I was an adult, that it was, you know, time for me to make my own way. And I actually think that's great. I wouldn't want to have it. Because like you look at all these, I mean, how many you read about all these, you know, kids of people who have a lot of money and famous people, and what do they actually do? What do they actually accomplish for themselves?
I admire that about you, and like the Trump kids. You know, they could also be sitting back doing nothing, but they're workers. You know, I don't know that we could all be that you know, on point if our parents were wealthy.
Yeah, I mean, I started working when I was 10. I started working as like a child model, which is really cheesy, but you know, there's not a lot of stuff a 10-year-old can do. So, but yeah, I think it's important to make your own way, and you know, I've been very lucky.
Were you friends with Joan Rivers?
You know, I wouldn't say friends. We were acquaintances. I liked her a lot. You know, when I was a kid, she used to make fun of my mom, and it's true. And so when I was a little kid, I didn't like her because I remember seeing her on TV making fun of my mom. I would be like, why is she making fun of my mom?
Yeah.
But I met her later on. I met her probably 6 or 7 years ago for the first time. And I was at a restaurant, and she was with a group of ladies, and one of them came over to me and said, will you please come to the table? Joan would really like to meet you. And I went over, and we had a lovely time, and she could not have been, I mean, funnier and nicer, and I came to really like her. And so you know, I saw her from time to time over the years. I did interviews with her, and I really, you know, came to really think she's a lovely lady.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, hardworking. I mean, she was, well, a lot of people don't realize about her, she was still doing stand-up at small clubs in New York just to try out. I mean, the day before she had that surgery, she was out at night doing stand-up, and they were all charity events. It was all for this group, God's Love We Deliver, and she was a great lady.
She loved working. All right, now, let's talk about the business at hand.
All right.
Anderson, everyone, was one of the first reporters to get to Ferguson.
I spent about a week there, and obviously, you know, it's a horrible situation. It was interesting that I was interviewing the mayor of Ferguson.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him. And it was interesting. I mean, there seems to be a real disconnect between like the police and certainly the mayor and the community in Ferguson. You know, the police force is 90% white, and there's 3 African-American officers on the police force. And I think, you know, we saw the results of that when you have police officers pointing rifles and sniper rifles at peaceful protesters Regardless of what happened, the actual incident, the way the police have handled it subsequently.
Sloppy.
So, yeah, it's certainly, I think they need a lot of change there.
Did you get together with Michael Brown's family?
I did. I interviewed Michael Brown's mom and dad, and, that's obviously, you're interviewing parents who have suffered the worst possible thing imaginable. And they showed great strength and great poise in asking people to remain calm and be peaceful, and we'll see what happens with this justice system. It's in a grand jury right now.
And so you also were the first to get the exclusive interview with Donald Sterling.
I did. I interviewed Donald Sterling. Did anybody see interviewing with Donald Sterling?
Yes. First of all, just the way he's sitting and slouching was you could put that on mute, and there's so much comedy going on right there.
Yeah, it was. I gotta say, it was among the most unusual interviews I've ever done. Because I thought, first of all, I'd show up and there'd be like a team of lawyers and PR people. I showed up and there was like an old girlfriend of his and some guy who was friends of his, and like he opened the door. I was like, where's your team advising you? Which I kind of appreciated. I thought, okay, well, that's kind of cool. It's just him and he's going to be very honest.
Was the girlfriend the V. Stiviano girl?
No, I had met her previously, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to go down that road.
So in the middle of the interview, he starts ranting about how Magic Johnson is bad for black people, and do you remember the interview?
Yeah.
At what point do you decide you're going to celebrate with champagne and steak afterwards? Because this is the interview. Yes, as an interviewer, yes, that's gold.
I expected him, like, I believe, talking to people is good, and it's good to let people get their point across. I thought he was going to be just apologetic and try to explain things. Right. And then he brings up Magic Johnson and throws, in the most horrific way.
Yeah, he started going crazy old man on you.
Right. And at first I was like, is he actually saying this? And then my second thought was, please God, let there be tape in the camera. Like, is the sound recording? Like, because... And then I would sort of move off it, and he'd come back to Magic Johnson. And he was saying things like, what has Magic Johnson ever done? I was like, well, he's got AIDS. And that's what he would say. I'd be like, what are you talking about? What... The whole thing was just absolutely bizarre. And my friend Andy Cohen, who you're friends with as well, on his show, he does a thing where something he'll say like something is good for the Jews or bad for the Jews.
Yes.
And Donald Sterling suddenly to bring up Jews in the middle of the interview was like, we Jews, we take care of people. And all I could think of was Andy Cohen saying like, this is not good for the Jews.
By the way, did he charge for that interview?
No. We don't pay for interviews.
Neither do we. But people are out here, they charge for interviews.
Look, Donald Sterling needs money. I mean, didn't he just sell the team for like billions of dollars? So, nor would we pay a guy like that. I mean.
Is it true that you've always wanted a tattoo?
I'm obsessed with tattoos. I've always wanted a tattoo. I don't know. How many people here have tattoos? All right, so you got a tattoo?
Regretfully.
You regret it?
Yes.
I wanted it, but my problem is I wanted a tattoo for 20 years. I've been talking about it for 20 years. All my friends are like, it's time to either, fish or cut bait.
Yes.
But I feel like I'm 47 and it's too late.
Well, all right, not necessarily.
But see, I like a neck tattoo.
You want to be toughened up.
I do. I want to be toughened up.
Well, we through the magic of the art department, we have made you up with some
really?
tattoos.
Okay, let's see that.
Okay, so the first one is the Mike Tyson.
Oh.
And Mike has that tattoo on his face. That'll go over well with the bosses at CNN.
CNN would love that. Yeah, that would. I like that look actually. I kind of like it.
It's tribal.
It's kind of cool.
It might look cool around your calf, though.
See, my fear on tattoos, every time I'll get one and then I'll regret it a few months later.
Well, you can't get it someplace where you're going to sag.
Well, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
I'm 47, so it's all going to start sagging pretty soon. So.
All right, look, here is a dragon for your neck tattoo.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah.
If we put that below your kitchen, right here in the back of your neck.
Below my kitchen?
Well, that's what my people call the last part of the hair down.
Is that
here.
right?
Yeah, your kitchen.
Okay, I like that.
Thank you.
I'm going to start using that.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's right back here.
Yeah, all right. I didn't know I had a kitchen back there.
Well, yes.
All right, cool.
And the last tattoo, we took some creative license.
Okay.
We gave you a "How you doing?" tramp stamp.
Oh.
Anderson, thank you so much for being here. I love you on CNN, and you guys make sure that you watch Anderson Cooper. His show is Anderson Cooper 360. It's on CNN weeknights at 8. Ask Wendy is next. Everybody have a seat. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help?
I'm Shelley. I have a friend who has many personal problems, is always calling me, texting me. We spend on an average of 2 hours a day on the phone. And last night she sent me a very detailed text about her personal problem, one of her personal problems. And I forwarded it to my sister, but unfortunately it didn't go to my sister. It went back to my friend. Yeah. So she texted me and said, Shell, where did you send my text? I have not answered her yet. Can you answer her?
Well, here's my thought. First of all, she's overwhelming you with her problems.
Correct.
I don't know about you all, but it's one of the things about, you know, every time a birthday comes, what am I gonna do to delete and make my life easier? And I don't have a lot of time for people with problems, and you might want to talk to her very kindly and say, I can't be burdened with your problems anymore. I'm sorry, yeah, I did forward it to my sister because, I wanted her input. Or something like that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And if your friend with the problems has a problem with that, well, you were about to ditch her anyway. She's burdening you. She's burdening you with her problems.
Yes, you're right.
Who has 2 hours a day to spend on the phone with somebody?
Absolutely. Okay.
I mean, other than...
I'm going to say Wendy said.
Well, do you work?
Part-time, yes.
Well, exactly. You
Yes.
work, you show up at talk shows, you got kids.
Older kids. Big kids. But they're more of a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Up next, everybody, Guilt.com is going to show us the hottest trends for fall. Don't go far. Well, fall is technically right around the corner, and it's time for us to update our closets here with the latest fashion trends from Guilt.com. Say hello to our friend, Chassie Post.
Hi, Wendy!
Always love when you come here.
Oh, thank you.
All right, what are some of the hottest trends for fall?
We are so excited. There is some serious fashion out there this fall with great trends like the statement coat and the chunky knits and the midi skirts and the souped up sequins. We just can't get enough.
Excellent. All right, so we have the fashion show. Let's get started. And as usual, all of our models are from our Wendy audience. First up is Ciara. Ciara's wearing the statement coat.
Yes,
Oh my God.
Doesn't she look amazing?
Oh my God.
I know. And this season, it's all about outerwear with attitude. And her coat has 3 trends in one. We've got the shearling, which you're going to see a lot of. I know we've got that blanket style and plaid. We are mad for plaid this season. And it's from Urban Outfitters, $261.
Right now?
Right now. It's so cute, and we paired it with a little bit of denim on denim. So, wearing, top and bottom at once is a big trend now. You just want to make sure you're using different washes. And it's from ASOS and, H&M jeans.
Cute.
And let's talk about her boots.
The Timberland boots are
The
cute,
Timberland
adorable.
boots and high heels, $130.
Good one, Ciara.
So fun.
Good one. Thanks, Ciara.
Yes.
Chassie, okay, our next model is Jennifer, and Jennifer's wearing the matching set trend.
Yes. Now, Wendy, I know. Doesn't she look great? And we spent so much time the past couple of seasons trying not to match. And now it's all about the matching set, which we're calling the new suit. And these pieces are from Guilt.com, $228 for the both. And what we love about it is when you wear a matching, it's fashion magic. It's a huge statement. But essentially, these are 2 separates. Mix them and match them.
I am loving this, and I'm loving the shoes.
Oh, yes! I
Okay.
love the shoes. Silver, that's our new neutral. These are from Aldo, just $99, and they go with everything in your closet,
Gotta
ladies.
love Aldo. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jen. Our next model is Kelly, and Kelly is wearing the chunky knit trend and a midi skirt.
Now, doesn't she look great? We saw designers that they were obsessed with texture in knits this season, so we saw lots of sweaters. And this one is by Zara. It's $59. And note the turtleneck. We're going to see tons of turtlenecks.
Okay.
And again, that boxy, oversized silhouette is huge.
For some people.
Yeah.
The rest of us will look horrible in it.
Oh, gosh.
But I like, what's that skirt made out of?
And it's a faux leather. And so the new deal is the length. So we're seeing the midi skirt, which means between the knee and the ankle. And so it's a really great way to make all of your fall separates sort of have a new attitude. You know, it's really fun.
And the bag is cute also.
The bag is cute.
Thank you, Kelly. All right, our next model and final model is Anne, and Anne is wearing the souped-up sequins trend. I love that.
And I know. Could she be any more glam? And the big news when it comes to sequins, I mean, we all love sparkle and shine on our own personal red carpets, but it's all about colored sequins this season. And this dress is by French Connection, $268 for all that glamour. How about that?
Does it have any stretch in it?
Yes.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
French Connection.
Love it. And also we love this sort of 40s longer silhouette, which proves that longer can be just as sexy as the micro mini, right?
Yes, all the models come out and let everybody stare at you. Chassie, an excellent job on all 4 of them. Chassie Post, everybody, great tips. Thank you to the models. For more information on these looks, go to wendyshow.com. Up next, it's our audience eye candy.
Yay!
I was gagging with the girls in the audience about how good that fashion show was. Anyway, so we're back, and it's time for us to reveal our audience eye candy of the day. You all are fashionable, so nobody's feelings get hurt, please. But I only have one almost legendary, how you doing, diva fan. And I need a drum roll, please. Today's audience eye candy is Jackie Concepcion. Come on down. You know, here's your diva fan.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Now, you're from Staten Island?
I am from Staten Island, New York.
I could tell by the hair.
Oh, thank you.
It's beautiful. Tell us about your easy breezy outfit.
Okay, so my necklace is actually from Foxy Lady. It's a store in Staten Island. And then my jacket is pretty simple. It's from Forever 21, which is $20, and this is also $20. And then my skirt is also from Foxy Lady, which is about $45. And then my shoes are from Steve Madden, which were about $60. So.
Nice job, Jackie. We'll be right back. Here you go. Sherry Shepherd is coming tomorrow. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time right here on Wendy. Bye.